What's up, everybody? Welcome to the TB3 podcast episode. I don't even want to say it, man.
Hey, what rhymes with 91?
What?
My king.
Yeah, it is sad, That's a Steven Stamkos episode. We'll still say it, but episode 91. Happy to be
I
here.
mean, it still is a Stamkos episode. He probably still has 91.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's a Tampa Bay legend. We'll honor him with it.
Yeah, he earned it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no video this week. Audio only. Colby is missing. We can't find him, so it's just me and Joel holding it down. I'm Will. Joel, how was your 4th of July?
It was good. I think I took a 4-hour nap.
4-hour nap on the 4th?
I did. 4 hours for the 4th.
Yeah, hey, that's solid. It rained like that whole weekend. It was kind of disappointing.
I didn't have any plans. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, it was pretty a lazy day for me too. Tried to go to the Dunedin Blue Jays game on the 3rd for the fireworks show. That got rained out.
Oh man.
And it was the worst too because game was supposed to start at 7, right? So starts raining beforehand, they delay it. But when 7 o'clock rolled around, nice and sunny outside, not cloud in the sky, then it gets to like 8 and they delay it to 9. And it's been sunny this whole time. Finally gets to 9, they're like, game's postponed, and then it starts pouring. In a minor league game like that, you could have gotten the game in. So
I mean, at that point though, if you're gonna be starting it at 9, no one's sticking around for the fireworks.
yeah, nobody's sticking. They're like 7-inning game. But if they just would have started it originally at 7, it would have happened. You maybe could have gotten the fireworks in too.
Would it have been like weirdly kind of them, but kind of stupid of them? Like, hey, game's postponed, rain's coming in about 20 minutes. We'll shoot off the fireworks, and then you can leave with the rain.
Yeah, I wish they would have done that or something.
It would have
I
been
wanna get
stupid,
it
but
in.
like I feel like if the guy was running the show,
Yeah, well, and then the backup plan is they don't have. I wanted to catch the game, right? So they don't have a game on the 4th, but then they have fireworks too. But then that also got rained out because it also rained on the 4th. So yeah, no fireworks. I didn't see a single one.
man, that stinks.
Yeah, but
I saw a lot of people were shooting them off on like July 5th. It was
yeah.
like
Oh, I definitely heard that. I heard
Yeah.
it like the whole weekend. Like none on the 4th, but then like the 5th and the 6th, everybody was just emptying the.
I kind of liked it because sometimes you like holiday blues. It's like, oh man, the 4th of July is over, and then it's like, but we're still shooting them off Friday and Saturday.
Still hearing them. People are still celebrating, getting them in.
Yep.
They're expensive.
And they get stale. You can't save them for New Year's.
Exactly. So, yeah, 4th of July happened this weekend, and the Rays played. And it was kind of an important game. Start off this recap here. Ha-Seong Kim returns to not really returns, makes his debut. He just returns from injury. And the Rays started off a 3-game series versus the Minnesota Twins in Minnesota. This is July 4th. Zach Littell versus Chris Paddock. Game started off pretty slow, and then it was opened up by a Bader home run in the bottom of the 5th. But the Rays would answer right back with a Yandy Diaz double and a Caminero single. The Rays would take the lead 2-1. Then Josh Lowe would extend the lead in the top of the 7th, make it 3-1. But the bullpen woes started pretty significantly. I know we mentioned last week they had some troubles, but they really did it in this weekend
it's been
series.
bad.
Let's see who are some of the culprits here. Isetta, 3 hits, 2 earned runs. Clevenger can't even go full inning, and then Kevin Kelly gives up the walk off. The Twins end up winning 4-3 off another Bader home run. And yeah, this was a tough game too because I thought Littell pitched pretty solid in the game, and then your bullpen blows it. And I think the worst part was seeing Ha-Seong Kim go down trying to steal third.
Yeah, that was ugly.
After coming back, but as you know, if you're pretty avid Rays listener, Rays watcher, he's back. But in the moment, man, that was pretty terrible.
And it was sad too because he I mean, he came back at the projected date. Like, it's always like, oh, yeah, he's going to be back All-Star. Oh, All-Star game, I meant September. So, like, he actually was back before the All-Star game. It was like, hey, look at that. We finally did something right. And then it's like, oh, no, is he going to be out for the season? But he's not, and he's doing well.
Yeah, I think initially it was scary because he goes sliding in, and everybody kind of thought it was shoulder. He re-aggravated the shoulder injury, which he had surgery on. He had a torn labrum last year with San Diego. But no, it's just a calf injury, and he would be back. But the Rays still dropped that game.
You gotta respect it though. Like, I mean, like he's been on the shelf so long. You think he kind of like take it easy coming back. You know, first game back in the bigs. Nah, I mean he's still in third.
Yeah, he was hustling.
I mean that's my player right there. I want his jersey.
I know. I think I'm gonna get one too. I really want to hustle on Kim jersey. Do you have any more thoughts on the 4th of July game?
No, man. I mean, like, another 4th of July loss. Colby brought up the stat last year. I think we're like 5 or 6 games under 500 on 4th, and now you can add another one.
Yeah, I was trying to think of that too. I was trying to think of the last time they won it. It feels like it's forever.
Oh, it's been a while.
It feels like it's been.
It's like I don't remember the wins, but I remember the losses.
Yeah, seriously.
It's like it hurts more to lose than it feels good to win.
But we, there's always redemption here on Saturday against the Twins. This time it would be Taj Bradley versus a bullpen day, basically for the Twins. They kind of had a little opener thing going, but this game started off in the bottom of the second when Royce Lewis reached on an infield single. And Carlos Correa scored on it, so the Twins got a 1-0 lead. But then, it was kind of all Rays. Jansen gets a double to tie the game in the top of the third and top of the fourth. Josh Lowe doubles to extend the lead 2-1. Top of the fifth, Yandy Diaz with a sac fly, and Caminero with an also sac fly. And all of a sudden, the Rays are at 4-1 before Chandler Simpson sacrifices to a double play. But hey, we get a 5-1 lead.
Take it.
Yeah,
at that point too, it was just icing on top. It was like, 5-1. That's
exactly.
Nice.
Small ball Kings extend the lead a little bit, but 5-1. You're feeling pretty solid. You're feeling
it's like they're like, oh yeah, Rays are blank and blank after when they have a 4-run lead heading into the into the 6th.
Yeah, they pull up all the stats, and you're like, okay, maybe a 1-run game, a 2-run game. Bullpen, could blow that. But
we're
4
good.
runs,
Yeah,
we're solid.
Good.
The game's not, still plenty of time left in the game, but all it took was 4 pitches for Kevin Kettle. 4 pitches, 4 runs.
He blew the game yesterday. It's like, let's bring him in again. I get it. It's like you don't want to leave him on the shelf too long. He'll start to get in his head. He's gonna start to get in his head.
Yeah, there's always something. I don't know what that thought was, and I don't even know. I honestly don't know why they pulled Taj Bradley too early, because I think he's pitching pretty solid. I know he has some trouble there in the second inning, but one thing I think that was different in this game compared to a lot of his starts is he stopped the Twins from getting a big inning. He stopped their momentum. He was able to get out of that.
Yeah, bases loaded, 1 run, 1 out. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a big turning point for him, because we've seen him. He starts to struggle, and then it's, he's putting up, the other team's putting up crooked numbers on him, and you just don't want to see that. But I think he gives up a couple singles, but then he strikes out Matt Wallner, only at 88 pitches. I don't know what Cash was thinking pulling him there.
You never know.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it, and then immediately they blow the lead, and the bullpen blows it again. Too many culprits to count. I think this time, it was Garrett Clevenger who gave up the walk-off hit there. But another brutal, disappointing loss. Could the Rays salvage the series, though, get a win on Sunday? This time, it was Drew Rasmussen going against Joe Ryan, former Ray.
Rest in peace, baby. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that trade haunts me. I always say it every time I see him.
You gotta remember how I felt in the moment. Like, even though you got fat because you ate a donut, sometimes you got to remember the donut. Remember how exciting it was the day you woke up and found out Nelson Cruz was a Ray.
I don't know. I wasn't too. I don't know if I was too happy about that back in
I think
the
that
day.
was like peak Rays fandom for me too. Yeah, that was like Christmas morning. That was Christmas morning for a Rays fan. And it was such a saga. Like every year it was like Nelson Cruz a trade deadline for the Rays. Oh, Nelson Cruz is a free agent. Could he sign with the Rays? For like 4 years there it felt like. And then bam, that day, Nelson Cruz is a Tampa Bay Ray.
I get how you can see it. I still
And if it
think,
costs Joe Ryan, it costs Joe Ryan.
I don't know. I would you rather have Joe Ryan now than
I mean, I haven't looked at his stats of late, but I don't think he was as good last year as he had been like the year before. I could be pulling that out of the air, but I felt like I looked at that one time and I took comfort as I wore my Nelson Cruz jersey.
I mean, this year he's been pretty solid. He's got 2.76 ERA, .89 WHIP. He did get called up to the All-Star game. He is having a pretty good season.
All right, he's having a good season this year. I'd be curious to see what he looked like last year because I think one of these years it wasn't.
Yeah, I think it. I don't know if it was last year or 2 years. He wasn't the best.
There was one season where it was like, oh man, this sucks.
Yeah, it was either last year or 2 years
Last
ago.
year he had a 3.60 ERA, so I was like, whatever. Nelson Cruz is better. 2023 he had a 4.51. That I think that was the season where I was like, all right, we got Nelson Cruz. So
because I'm pretty sure.
he's like a number 4 starter in our starting rotation, and we always beg the Rays to trade their starters for hitters, and we did it. We did it just earlier on in his career.
That is very fair.
Was Nelson Cruz worth it? Probably not, but again, a moment on the lips, forever in my memories.
But yeah, so we get to Sunday here, and it did not start off great. As in the bottom of the first, Byron Buxton launched one into left center field to give the Twins a 1-0 lead. But then in the top of the third, Pigs flew in Minnesota. Taylor Walls gets a solo shot.
There's no
to right
need. There's
field.
no need to laugh anymore. Taylor Walsh should be an all-star.
He's got. They always say he's got the defensive stats to get it.
And the all-star game should be offensive and defensive skills.
Yeah. He has been hitting better as of late. I will give him that.
He's had a good year. It's like barring an injury, I think like we're gonna look back and say that was a good season for Taylor Walsh.
Maybe there's been one too many having the chance to take the lead, extend the lead, whatever, bases loaded or runners in scoring position, and he's blown a lot of them. He needs to have more moments like this, more home runs, more big hits. But yeah, the Rays would tie it off of his homer. Then the top of the fourth, Aranda would single, and Caballero would score to go up 2-1. Then bottom of the sixth, the Twins would tie it up. Then top of the eighth, Caminero would ground to a fielder's choice, but the Rays would get a run. And then Aranda would add another run after he reached on infield single where Yandy Diaz was able to score on an error. So they'd go 4-2. But, man, Bader once again.
He's having himself a series.
Yeah, he has been a nightmare for the Rays. He ties it up in the bottom of the eighth, 4-4 off of another home run. And this time, the bullpen doesn't get walked off in the bottom of the ninth. We do go to extra innings, and that's where the Rays kind of go off. Yandy Diaz gets a double to where Danny Jansen can score. Caballero hits a sac bunt, and Junior Caminero hits a sac fly to get one more run. So the Rays go up 7-4, and the Twins do score a run in the bottom of the 10th, but they're not able to come back completely. And the Rays win the last game of the series 7-5.
I think the highlight of this game is Pete Fairbanks came in a non-save situation and didn't give up any runs. And on top of that, he pitched 2 innings and didn't give up any runs.
He did. I was going to say that was a huge moment for the bullpen. He comes in, locks it down. I was really, really happy to see.
Because I mean, I was playing like negative Nancy card, and I'm concerned. I'm turning it off. But looky here. We won the game, and he's got a gold star for it.
Yeah, seriously, shout out Pete Fairbanks for that. It was very nice in the moment. I think, a big story too is the Rays call up Joe Boyle. And basically, if you don't know, if you're listening at home, you don't know, the Rays are really trying to protect Drew Rasmussen's arm. There's a lot of surgeries on there. They don't want him to get injured. It's his first season back, as a full start again. So they're going to limit his innings now. But I kind of like this for the time being. He's going to be kind of an opener, and Boyle's going to close it down the rest of the way. I think that's pretty awesome.
And I think it's smart too because if we have an injury like Joe Boyle's kind of major league ready, seasoned, in his groove, same thing with Rasmussen. Like we essentially have a 6-man rotation going on right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he just looked phenomenal. He enters into the third, 2 on, 1 out, gets back-to-back strikeouts. I thought that was absolutely awesome. And then he goes on for 5 innings, only allows 2 hits. So, man, this guy's awesome. I'm glad they finally called him back. I think this is going to be huge, and just another solid arm the Rays have in their arsenal.
And his pitch count was great. I think he could have won another inning if they wanted him to.
Oh yeah, for sure, he definitely could. But yeah, all in all, great win. The bullpen doesn't blow it. The Rays have some late inning heroics. So yeah, you're able to salvage a win there. Stinks you lost the first 2, but I'm glad they're able to kind of turn it around there in the last game. Do you have any thoughts from the Twin series?
I think it's probably the last we're going to see Mason Montgomery for a while, so that's good.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Well, I guess we can do it right now. I mean, I want to say that was that after that game? Yeah, I think it was. But
I think that was the last time he was in a game.
Yeah, the Rays call back up Mason Englert and send Mason Montgomery down. He
he lost it, man.
Yeah, he just hasn't had the stuff. He's had a rough go of it. I think it's the right move. Well, one of the right moves. We'll talk about another move
sounds good.
that I don't agree with, but all in all, you get rid of somebody who's been struggling. Hopefully, he'll figure it out. I saw he did pitch in Durham. I want to say last night.
Montgomery?
He looked pretty good. So
maybe you just needed a little break.
Yeah, just
needed
a break.
Breather.
Need to gather yourself and come back strong. Because once again, I think we talked about it, he's got electric stuff.
Yeah.
He just got to find some command and some control. But yeah, after this Twin series, the Rays would head to Detroit.
Your hometown.
Yeah, I did go to college in the state of Michigan in the Detroit metro area. I enjoyed my time.
You had a couple conies.
Dude, I love coney dogs. And Lafayette, man. Lafayette, Coney Island in Detroit, the heart of Detroit. I think it's the coolest thing of all time. Because it was these 2 brothers way back in the day in like the 1800s, right? 1800s. They start a hot dog restaurant, right? They get in bloody, vicious dispute over the chili recipe on the Coney dogs, and they split. They split the business, but they literally split it because the restaurant was split into 2. So in this one building, this one like sliver in the middle of the street, you have Lafayette Coney Island, and you have American Coney Island.
It's one of the greatest rivalries in America.
It is. And that is the one thing I appreciate about Michigan. You're loyal to one. You pick one and you're loyal to it. You never go to the other. You never speak about the other. You hate the other one. You hate people that like the other one. And that was probably one of the best things.
I would struggle with that so much. I can't live in Detroit just because I wouldn't be able to pick.
I feel like I was lucky. I picked Lafayette. And I don't regret it. I'd never step foot in American. I'll never eat American for the rest of my life. Whenever I go back to Michigan, never step foot in there. We'll never try it. And I'm glad I made that decision. I think Lafayette's better. It's old school. It's like you walk in there and it's like you're walking back in time. Just everything, all the stuff on the walls. Just hundreds of celebrities been in there. All these important people. And yeah, it just feels like no matter what's going on in the world, the Coney's still like $1.50. You're still paying like 50 cents for a soda. You're lost in
That's
time.
crazy.
You're lost in time. Nothing else matters when you're in that restaurant.
I watched a documentary on it one time, and I think at one point one of them had to save the other one just for the sake of continuing the rivalry.
Yeah, I think secretly they kind of help each other out,
Yeah,
like under the table. But they do have different vendors and stuff. Like they don't even get the same hot dogs, and it's like secret too. You can't like know where they get their hot dogs from.
this is so cool.
But the one thing is you can't go to the bathroom there.
Really?
You can
Huh.
they have a bathroom, but you go downstairs and it's this is from the 1800s, right? So it's small, it's cramped down there, and it's scary. That's like where their storage is, and I it was one of my buddies goes to the bathroom there, and what he described to me, and I believe it. I didn't see it. He's like he goes down there and it looks like a horror scene. There's just like one sweaty guy just cutting onions, just slicing onions. It's all sweaty. The big giant knife. Just sounded like a horror scene.
That's,
I believe that he saw it, but it could be haunted too. You never
it's
know.
like the Chef's Kitchen coming out this fall.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I recommend going to it if you ever go there. But yeah,
I'll make it there one day.
dude, I'd always go for I'd love if TB3 gets on the road.
Oh man, yeah.
Gets on the road, maybe travels to some Rays road games or something. We go to Detroit.
A Tigers or a Lions game, playoff
Yeah,
Lions
something
game
like
or something.
that. The Bucks play at the Lions this year, something like that. You never know. We'll go. We will definitely go. But yeah, the Rays in Detroit did not go so well as my experiences at Lafayette, Coney Island. First game of the series was on Monday. Shane Baz versus... I gotta find his first name here. Kiter Montero. Kind of like the Who. Who's that? But he dominated the Rays. He goes 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts. And the Tigers would start off of just a little mistake of a pitch, a hanging slider. Javi Baez would hit a 2-run shot to left center field to take a 2-0 lead. Rays would fight back off an Aranda single in the top of the third where Taylor Walls would score. Jansen thrown out at third. Base running and the third base coach, I think, have been terrible this year.
Yeah, because people keep running through the third base coach's calls. So like,
yeah, or he's having him go like, why are you having Danny Jansen run like that? He's too slow. He's not going to get there, and that killed their rally. And the Rays wouldn't score the rest of the game and really get even close. Tigers would run away with this one 5-1. Yeah, this was just a tough loss. I feel like the bats were dead. I think they let Montero get way too comfortable. And this guy I've never heard of him.
I mean, neither.
But I just think they were just acting like they'd never seen anything like that before. Just too many looking strikes, too many just quick three pitch strikeouts or quick at bats. It was just super frustrating, and no help for Shane Baz. So I think pitched honestly pretty well. Just that one mistake, and this could have been a 1-0 game. 1-1, 2-1 type game. But yeah, overall frustrating. Ha-Seong Kim didn't play. Neither did Brandon Lau, who also got hurt in that Twins series. We haven't seen him back yet either. Forgot to mention that. But yeah, do you have any thoughts on that game?
I mean, it is what it is. Just another loss. Bad way to start a series, and it ultimately leads to more losses. You mean you can't start a win streak? It's kind of just the funk we're in right now as a team.
Yeah, and the next game was no better. Ryan Pepio versus Jack Flaherty. Top of the first, so Rays would start it off, man. Jonathan Aranda with a huge home run to go up 1-0. Then the top of the third, Josh Lowe would get a single where Aranda would score. So Aranda was all over the place. He is an all-star. 2-0 Tampa Bay, but in the bottom of the fourth, Spencer Torkelson would get a home run to make it 2-1. In the bottom of the fifth, Colt Keith would single, and Zach McKinstry would score to tie the game. Then, kind of the story as old as time. We see Edwin Uceda come in the seventh inning, and he gives up a home run to Colt Keith. Tigers would win 4-2.
Yep, much of the same. Bullpen issues.
Yeah, another blown game. I know it's tied. Bats are struggling, but it's just frustrating. These late inning heroics from other teams off of our relievers. Yeah, it was definitely breaking news from Mark Tompkin here. Rays are up 3-1 over the Boston Red Sox in the seventh, and somebody pretty special's coming in.
Edwin Uceda?
No, not him. Well,
No.
we'll get to it. We'll get to it later. But I'm keeping an eye on that for the listeners. Yeah, I thought just dead bats first two games of the series. I thought Pepio looked pretty good, and he started out really solid. But I've noticed his when his command goes, it goes, and ends up walking a ton of guys and just can't find the strike zone again.
Yeah, you have to have a pretty quick leash on him.
Mm-hmm. Which stinks, but I just think I still am a firm believer when he gets his command down, he's going to be one of the best. He's going to be one of the best. I truly believe that. But Rays lose another, and then yesterday, can the Rays get a win in Detroit and hopefully split the season series? This game was really important for me. Did not want to see them.
I mean, it does have some playoff potential to it. So
yeah,
you want the winning record.
Yeah, you want to tie the series, not lose it. And this game, Zach Littell back on the mound versus Reese Olson. And the Rays. This was a solid game for the Rays. Solid game for Littell. The Rays would start off top of the first. Josh Lowe would ground out to first, but Aranda would score off it to go up 1-0. Then Jake Mangum single, and Caminero would score to go up 2-0. Then bottom of the fourth, this is where Littell kind of struggled. Gave up a single to Torkelson to make it 2-1. Then McKinstry would get a double to tie it. And then all of a sudden, Parker Meadows were grounded to a fielder's choice, but the Tigers would get a run to go up 3-2. And then after that was all Rays, starting off with a Ha-Sung Kim double to tie the game 3-3. Ha-Sung Kim was back. Then Taylor Walls would single. And Kim would score to take the lead 4-3. Then they kept it rolling in the sixth. Jansen would get a double to make it 5-3, and then Yandy Diaz a single to make it 6-3. And then just for good measure, in the top of the seventh, Mr. All-Star Junior Caminero would get a huge home run to left field to make it 7-3, and that was all she wrote for the game. Rays to get the huge, much-needed win. And yeah, I thought this game was awesome. Bullpen looked really solid, despite in the seventh loading the bases. Clev gets a huge out. Garrett Clevenger to keep that game from getting out of hand against Riley Green, strikes him out, and with how we see that bullpen, all it took was one big fly from Riley Green, and that game would have been all knotted up at 7.
Oh yeah, that was a stressful end of the game.
But yeah, Garrett Clevenger holding it down, so I thought that was huge, and just big innings. That was the first time since they started this road trip that they scored 4 or more runs in an inning. So you love to see the bats alive, getting hits, getting singles, getting doubles, whatever it takes to win. And yeah, I'm really happy about this game. What about you?
It was well rounded. You score 7 runs, only give up 3. Bullpen doesn't give up any runs. Yeah, they got pushed a couple times, but they didn't break. I mean, it's a good way to end a series again, just like the Twins. You're not getting swept. Good teams don't get swept. It stinks that this is a losing road trip, but that's supposed to be how road trips are for most teams. And for the most part, the Rays have been pretty good on the road. So I guess regressing to the norm is not that bad.
Yeah, it really stinks. Just because they've been losing as of late and losing to some under 500 teams has kind of been the theme the past couple series. The Twins was really unfortunate. I understand losing, losing 2 out of 3 to Detroit. They're the best team record-wise in the American League. It's going to be tough to play there. It's going to be tough to win, but you got to take care of business against the Twins, and especially when you had leads in all the games. You should have, you should have, could have, would have, should have swept them, but they still have a chance. They're playing the Red Sox right now. They're going to be on the road until the All-Star game, but they're up 3-1 right now. So hopefully they continue to hold that. Do you have any, kind of thoughts about the two series? Any big takeaways?
It's been nice to see Josh Lowe come back. He was in a pretty serious slump there for a while, and I kind of hadn't taken note of if he broke out of the slump. But just looking at the box score, going over it, I think he had like 5 or 6 hits in these two series. So definitely nice to see him back. He is definitely a driving force in this team. So with him playing all right, above average, like it doesn't concern me as much if a Brandon Lau is out there and stuff like that. Like we at least have some people contributing outside of the juniors and the Jose's.
Yeah, I agree. I think Josh Lowe has done a phenomenal job coming back because he definitely was. I mean, he was ice cold. I think you said he was ice cold.
Oh,
he definitely
ice cold.
Was. But yeah, glad to see him back. He's hitting. I think a big one for me has just been Chandler Simpson once again. He got a hit in tonight's game against the Red Sox, and that is the longest hitting streak in franchise history for a rookie. 14 games this season, hitting streak. Can't say enough about the guy. Little trivia, can you tell me who previously had the record? It was 13 games back in 2003.
I'm going to say, oh, man. I want to say, I think his name was Jorge Cantu or something.
I'll give you one more guess.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to get it, but
it was Rocco Baldelli.
Ah, man, I should have got that.
Yeah, he had a 13-game hitting streak back in 2003 as a rookie. But, yeah, ever since, I mean, I'll say it again. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I don't think Chandler Simpson should ever have been sent down, but he comes back and he's just on fire. He's absolutely on fire. I think the biggest thing, of course, kind of the elephant in the room is, the Rays lost 8 of their last 11 before yesterday, and 5 of those losses, I think, were just, I mean, they were completely on the bullpen.
Oh, absolutely.
Completely on the bullpen. But I think the biggest news of the week, and we can get into it, but the Rays trade with the Orioles to get reliever
in division. That's surprising.
Yeah, to get reliever Brian Baker for a draft pick. But Brian Baker, man, he's had solid numbers: 38.1 innings pitched, a 3.52 ERA, 49 strikeouts, and a 1.10 WHIP.
I love when teams do that before the All-Star break. It's like if you have to give up a little bit more to get him for maybe 10, 20 more games, it's worth it. It's worth every penny. Like if you know it's a problem, and the Rays do, so I commend them on that. They know the bullpen's a problem, you do it early, and that's a tip of the cap right there. I'd give them a tip of the cap.
Yeah, I think that this move, I just love it. I absolutely love it because how many times have we had issues like this and they just don't fix it? Whether it's a bat, we desperately need a hitter, we desperately need a catcher, we desperately need a relief pitcher. The Rays go out and get somebody. They go out and get somebody who's solid. You're not picking up Forrest Whitaker or whatever his name was. You're not picking up Chris Stavinsky from the back of McDonald's. You're getting a solid, established guy. You're trading some value for him because you want to win. You want to win. You want to fix a problem. And I think that's the biggest thing for me is the Rays actually making a pretty big move.
Yeah, that's huge. And I mean, in all honesty, I think they probably need 2 bullpen guys. Like that's how bad it's been. So will they make 2 moves? I would probably lean towards no. But I mean, the fact that they're this aggressive now is exciting for the potential.
Yeah, they probably won't because I feel like the Rays trade deadline is always just getting guys back from injury.
True.
So I think.
I mean, do we have any bullpen guys who are hurt?
Manrod, he's supposed to come back. I think after the All-Star break.
And I mean, pardon my ignorance, but is he good?
He's been having a solid season this year for the Rays. I think that's going to be big. Maybe they get Biggie back this year. He was doing pretty solid before he got hit in the face, and he dealt with an injury too. So I think they're going to probably bank on that before they get somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I came into this season with such low expectations on the bullpen that I'm like, this is what it's supposed to be, right? Nobody's hurt. Like, this is just how bad it is.
Yeah, I can't believe this Baker's blowing it, isn't he?
3-4, 4-3 Red
Oh
Sox.
my god.
You know,
Okay, so
the live. Hey, join the Rays. He's like, are you ready for this, guys? Ready for this, guys? Hold my beer.
I just got the notification. I was like, please tell me that's not the seventh inning.
We got
I cannot believe that.
No homers. So that's the bright spot. That's hilarious.
I'm texting the group chat.
Yeah. So
we're literally talking about Brian Baker.
We are going
right
to
now.
need 2 new bullpen arms, and we're going to need 3 home run hitters so that we can win every game 11-8. That's how we're gonna go to the World Series. Man, this is definitely a weird era. When the Rays bullpen's bad, it's just weird. Like, I mean, like, as a Rays fan, I'm not, and I'm spoiled. I really only became a fan at 2008. Like, I'm not accustomed to bad bullpen. Like, what is this? I don't speak bad bullpen.
Yeah, I feel like we've never had some, at least in our lifetimes. There probably was some bad teams in the early 2000s or bad bullpens, but this is just.
I mean, in the Tampa Bay Rays 2008 onward era, it's probably one of the worst. Because, I mean,
yeah,
when the
I'd
teams
agree.
were bad in, like, 2014, 15, 16, like, those were bad offensive teams. We were losing games, like, 3-1. It wasn't, like, a bullpen.
Yeah, the
oopsies.
pitching was always there. The pitching is always
so this
there.
is definitely one of the worst bullpens in Rays history, maybe even Devil Rays history.
I agree. I completely agree. But yeah, hopefully it's just some first game jitters for this guy.
I mean, we'll see.
First game jitters.
And bullpens are hard to fix in the trade deadline because everybody's fixing their bullpen. So
yeah, we'll probably do a trade deadline thing, in a couple of weeks or so. But
yeah, I've been meaning to look and see what bullpen arms I'd like to see.
I'd love Jake Bird from the Rockies. That guy's phenomenal. And I know there's like 2 Pirates guys who are absolutely cooking too. I would love them to get at least one of those guys. But there'll probably be a higher bidder, unfortunately.
Would Bird have to like adjust to not being in Colorado? Like, would that be hard for him?
I always feel like most pitchers want to.
They don't want the altitude, but
altitude.
is like his body ready to like leave the altitude?
Usually it's better. Usually it's better for guys because it's harder to breathe there.
Yeah, so he'd probably be like a superhero.
Yeah,
That's good.
the climate would be pretty bad. You're going from extreme dryness to hot, humid Florida, but they're on the road so much. I don't really.
Yeah, while we're talking about the trade deadline and adding and subtracting players, as you all know, or very likely know, Brandon Lau has been day to day, and when you see the Rays say that, you can just plan on him being out till September. Hopefully back for the playoffs. We'll say hopefully back for the playoffs at the worst. So DJ LeMahieu got cut by the Yankees on Wednesday, and I think it's time for the Rays to bring him in. They ate his contract, so he's minor league contract worthy, and the Yankees are kind of dumb because, I mean, he hit 204 last year, but this year he's doing pretty good. He's hitting 266, 12 RBIs on the season, so they're probably hitting him down in the order right now, but I mean, if we need help at second base, it's finally time to bring DJ LeMahieu home. I was so heartbroken when we didn't sign him originally, and the Yankees took him from us pretty much just out of spite back then. So I think now's the time to redeem us as Rays fans. I want DJ LeMahieu very, very badly.
If you're guaranteed prime DJ LeMahieu,
I mean,
2018, 2019,
take it all day, every day.
I would take it.
And I mean, maybe all he needs is a change of scenery. Like, that's usually pretty beneficial to a player like that.
It seems like nobody's hitting for the Yankees anyway.
I mean, that's probably the reason why he only has 12 RBIs. But, I mean, 266, that's nothing to sneeze at. Like, Brandon Lau's not hitting 266.
Well,
was he? He might have been.
He might be. He's
sorry, if you
ballpark.
are Brandon Lau, I'm sorry, but you haven't given me much reason to believe that in the past.
Yeah, I really wish Lau didn't get hurt, man. I just hope he comes back soon. I mean, all signs point to him hopefully playing a game or two in this series against Boston.
Bila?
Yeah, we will see.
I mean, if he doesn't, like, I'm gonna start sweating if he doesn't.
Yeah, me too. Just get to the All-Star game, play, try to get a game in. We'll see though. But I think one question I had for you is just did the Rays make the right move on who they sent down? when they acquired Brian Baker here. I'll just pull up some stats. It's kind of been bugging me because we've seen Edwin Uceda struggle this whole season, and we'll pull up his stats, in 39 innings pitched, he's given up 9 home runs. He's got a 5.77 ERA and a 1.44 WHIP. And he's still on the team, but the Rays send down Eric Orzi in 39.2 innings pitched for Eric Orzi. He's got a 2.72 ERA and a 1.2 on WHIP. I just don't understand. I really don't understand why the Rays made this move. I don't think that was the right guy to send down. I know he almost killed a guy the other day, hit them in the face, but that certainly wasn't enough to send him down, was it? I don't know. Any thoughts on why the Rays made that move?
How long had that guy been up that they sent down? It wasn't long, right? Like, I don't really recognize his name.
Orzi?
Yeah, was he on the team like all season?
For a minute, yeah.
Huh? I mean, at this point, it's kind of like just pick your poison. But yeah, I mean, just based on ERA alone, I mean, there's definitely reason to keep Warzy up. So
my thing is just Usade's been struggling this whole season. We've seen it. He's blowing games. He's coming in. He's giving up home runs. I think the 9 home runs in 39 innings is just pretty atrocious.
Oh, that's horrible. I mean, like that, the goal of a bullpen guy is to not give up home runs.
Exactly.
So you can give up singles and doubles, just avoid the triples and the homers.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not doing that, sayonara.
Agreed. And I think, I know he did good last year. He was definitely our best reliever, but this guy deserves at least a break or something. Just get his mind in a different place.
I mean, at least fake it. Just say, like, hey, it's a sore right arm soreness.
Yeah, a phantom IL
We're going to give him a 10 days off, give him 5 days in the minors. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, because, I mean, they called up Gervais again. They brought Ian Seymour up, which is big. I think we could afford to send Uceda down. And honestly, this was your chance right here. I just don't know why they.
I mean, I think it's probably for confidence sake. Like, they don't want to crush him, especially being our best reliever last year. You don't want to do that to him.
I know, but it's
horrible.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
He's killing us.
And I mean, you got to see how a guy like that can recover from being sent down. If he recovers, if he comes back better, then that's awesome. Like, you got yourself an A+ reliever right there. Mm-hmm. So if it was my way of doing it, I would go with an IL stint. But I mean, I don't know how honest that is, and I don't know if the Rays are a team that really does that. So
yeah, I definitely think they should have. Some more injury news here as we wrap up the Rays. Shane Clanahan pitched in the Florida Complex League yesterday, a scoreless inning with 1 strikeout. And then Alex Faedo, who they picked up from the Detroit Tigers, he's been looking okay in Durham, pitching a couple innings. So we could see his name get called up maybe after the All-Star break, and hopefully Shane continues to work his way up back to Durham. So
yeah, like you said, like the guys being brought up from the minors, being brought up from the injury list, like that's definitely where our salvation is going to come from. So, I mean, if Shane McClanahan's like even okay out of the bullpen, I mean, we're in for a treat.
Yeah, I agree. It would just be fun to have him back, and just especially for his psyche too. I know that guy's probably desperate to get on major league mound again and pitch. So hopefully he continues to improve and get better, and hopefully he feels okay. But yeah, that's Rays news. They just got this series with the Red Sox, and that's it before we head to the All-Star break.
This is the last series?
Yep.
Oh man, that's like when you're out of fries and you didn't realize it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, I'm out of fries. Darn it! I don't know what I'm gonna do next week.
Yeah, well, that you get to watch, I guess we could talk about this too. You get to watch a lot of Rays in the All-Star game.
True.
Jonathan Aranda, first-time All-Star. Brandon Lau, hopefully he'll play. He's in the All-Star game. And then I think the biggest one is the 22-year-old phenom, Junior Caminero. It was just announced yesterday that not only was he added to the All-Star game, but he will be the third base starter.
He's starting. Let's go.
He is starting, and he will also This might scare you a little bit. I think
I know. I'm
will
sweating,
be in the home run derby.
I'm sweating bullets about that one.
Yeah, they're gonna just have Uceda throw to him now.
Yeah, for real. One of you guys was like, just bring the whole Rays bullpen. That should you do wonders for him.
Yeah, that'll do the trick. That'll help him out. But I'm excited because I just think, looking at the MLB, we want to glaze Paul Skeens. I mean, this guy in his rookie year shows up like at the end of May, and he's an NL starter. I mean, I get it. He's good. It's not like I'm saying he stinks or he's overrated. Paul Skeens is very good. But you want to promote your young stars. You want to promote, the next generation of the game because I think that's a lot of what the All-Star game is about. I'm not, like you want to see your big names, but I think you want to kind of see the next up-and-coming guys who are doing good. And I thought nobody deserved that more than Junior Caminero. The only person to have 19 or more home runs at 21 years or younger at the end of June in the American League. He's just a superstar. He really is. And I'm super excited he gets to show off his talent.
Same. I'm very, 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 very concerned that he's going to have your classic post-home run derby swing afterward, and he's going to hit under 200 for the rest of the season, but have like 8 home runs. So that's concerning, but at the same time, he kind of already is that kind of player. So
yeah, well, I'm hoping
that's not the end of the world.
I'm hoping he just starts lifting stuff. He grounds into a lot of double plays. I'm hoping maybe that'll help him start lifting and driving the ball a little more to prevent grounding out so much. But yeah, shout out Jonathan Aranda too. Much deserved.
Oh, absolutely.
He should be a starter too. In the All-Star game, but I'm glad at least he got to make it. No Drew Rasmussen. A little disappointed about that, but
I mean, maybe an injury happens in the next couple of days. Wouldn't want it, but you never know.
Yeah, or maybe just so he doesn't feel like going because
there's been a lot of that this season. Like who is it? Jose Ramirez doesn't want to go, so that's why
yeah,
Junior's coming in,
and Alex Bregman was hurt too. That's why it's a lot of reasons why he started. But yeah, I think that wraps up.
Yeah, that wraps up Rays. A lot going on. So,
but we're not done yet. We got a little bit more news.
Yeah, we're touching on almost every team.
We're touching them all. Tampa Bay Lightning have made a trade
to the Edmonton Oilers.
For a forward, a center. Sam O'Reilly.
Not who we wanted.
Not who we were hoping, but the Lightning do trade, top prospect Isaac Howard to Edmonton Oilers for Sam O'Reilly. It's an unfortunate situation, but I just think you don't want guys like Howard on your team.
No, he was gonna be a cancer.
He was definitely gonna be a cancer. He's too full of himself. He wanted to do things his way, and he never did anything to prove himself in the first place. So, I think trading him and getting, I think they did get some value for what they trade away. Sam O'Reilly, he's a young guy, so you're not going to see him for a while. He's only 19, but in the OHL, he played for the London Knights last season. 28 goals, 71 points in total in 62 games. He's been described as a gritty defensive center. Makes me think of the LA Kings' Anze Kopitar, maybe.
Nice comparison.
Good defensive center. So I think you won't see him now. It's not like we're gonna get to the next fall when the Lightning start to play. You're not gonna see him. You're not gonna see him on the team. But this could be somebody down the road that becomes a huge asset for us. So I think I'm pretty excited. But it'll take some time to really see how this trade goes out. But maybe you've opened the door.
I mean, yeah,
do business with Edmonton.
You're talking a little bit. Maybe bring up how the weather's going in a week and maybe 10 days. You're like, hey, you got a player you're trying to find a new spot for, right?
Somebody who wants a huge contract. Maybe you don't want to spend that money. We've already made a solid trade. Let's just do another one.
Yeah, you ever heard of Braden Point? He's pretty good. You want?
Dude, I'm telling you.
Want to talk hockey?
Braden Point easily. Give me Connor McDavid.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Just for the storyline. Like a lot of the reason why I watch sports is the storyline. Like, just give me a good storyline like that.
Mm. So yeah, some big news for the Lightning there.
That's exciting though. Like we need defensive help. Victor Hedman's not getting any younger, and if you're saying he's gritty, like that's what the Lightning have been missing for a couple of years now.
Oh yeah, definitely. They need some more physicality.
Like that is the. Like that's the characteristics of a player that I would really like to add to this team right now. If it comes a couple of years down the road, that's all right with me. I mean, we weren't going to see this first round pick for a couple of years, so it's a lot of those. It's some of the workings of the undercarriage or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, we'll see how it pans out.
Agreed. And then we like you said, we're touching all the teams, and we get to some Bucks news, and it's not good news. It's not good news at all. Tristan Wirfs, he underwent a knee procedure yesterday, that is Tuesday, on his knee, and he'll be put on the physically unable to perform the PUP list, which means he'll miss at least the first 4 weeks of this upcoming season, which is a pretty huge blow for the Bucks. I guess he was having a couple setbacks in some of the voluntary OTAs, the mini camps and stuff like that, and he was trying to tough it out in a brace. It just wasn't getting the job done, so he had to get surgery on it. But yeah, huge blow for the Bucks, man.
Yeah, it's one of those things you can't plan for. Like immediately, I'm like thinking, when did he know about this? Should he have done this right after the last season ended? But I mean, you don't know. You never know. I'm trying to remember what the games were that he's gonna miss.
Yeah, I'll pull it up here right
I don't
now.
think they were that daunting, but
it's not horrible. You got
like better to do it now than you push it and then it ends right at like the peak of the season. So
yeah, well, I think they learned that mistake with Ryan Jensen.
Oh, for sure,
because he kept pushing it off and missed that whole season because of it. Yeah, you start off at Atlanta. I think that'll be probably a tough game, but you are at Atlanta. It's a winnable game, though. It is a winnable game. Week 2 at Houston. What Houston team we're going to see? I think, they looked very good 2 years ago. Last year, mediocre. CJ Stroud kind of had a sophomore slump, as they say. So it could be a tough game. But, once again, I think it's winnable for the Buccaneers.
And I imagine we have a little bit of a chip on our shoulder going into that game just from the game we had from them. I want to say it was last year. So
Oh yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, the shootout where they just couldn't. Yeah, so couldn't stop them,
there might be a little bit more incentive in the room to win that game. So
yeah, 100% agree. That's a Monday nighter.
Oh, well, throw all that out. Our primetime woes supersede what I just said.
Yeah, I don't know. I have confidence in there.
One of these days we got to get
their primetime games this year. Win. You got Houston on Monday night. At Detroit on Monday night. That's gonna be tough.
Oh, that one's gonna be crazy.
At the Rams on NBC Sunday Night Football, and then at home against Atlanta on Amazon Prime for the Thursday game.
Is that 4 games?
Yeah, 4 primetime games.
That's a lot.
And you never know. Stuff can always get flexed.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, and then they got it at Atlanta, at Houston, then they're home Jets, home Philly. So that would be the 4 games for sure that Tristan Wirfs misses. But I'd say, at the end of the day, they're all winnable.
Yeah.
We've been very solid versus Philly. We kind of own them.
Hey,
maybe Tampa.
Maybe in a perfect world, like things go right and he's able to come back for the Philly game.
I think once you get put on the list, you can't.
You can't? Okay.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
That stinks.
So, yeah, you for sure miss those games. I don't quote me on that, but
I believe positive. You. It's the no fun league, don't you remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think those rules are stupid. You put somebody in injured reserve or some of these lists and they can't come back even if they're healthy. It's kind of dumb, but yeah, I don't think they're in deep doo doo, but it is going to be tough not having them.
And it's like if you can go 500, if you can go 2-2 in that stretch.
Yeah, and I think even 3-1, man. Maybe you probably
the Texans and the Eagles, they scare me.
For me, it's Atlanta and the Eagles. I think Texans and Jets should be wins. For what this team is supposed to be, those should be wins. And then Philly, Atlanta. I'm just scared about Atlanta, man. I really am. I really like Michael Penix. I think he could be very good. So, yeah, that's your news for the Buccaneers, man.
I need to see to believe on Atlanta. I'm like doubting Thomas on them. I'm gonna have to see it to believe it.
Yeah, I'm just afraid it's getting close. I think Bryce Young took some steps. Michael Penix looked pretty good for the Falcons. It really just came down to them botching a kick that would have put us out of the playoffs. So
yeah,
the South is getting better. Not the Saints. The Saints are going to be even worse. I think.
Yeah.
But I think Panthers and Falcons, watch out for them, man. The Bucks really got to win some games. Can't get on these snowballing skids.
This is not going to be like a 9-8, 10-7 kind of playoff run.
Yeah, I don't think you're winning the division at that. I think you got to really seal deal 11-6, 12-5 if you want to win the division.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see like who of the Panthers and Falcons are better this year. Like I think I just feel like the Falcons need one more year, but I don't know. We'll see. I bet you one of them probably gets a wild card.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting. I was talking to a friend the other day, and it's only like 8 or 9 weeks away from the home opener.
Yeah, and we already got football this month, the Hall of Fame game at the end of the end of July. So it really is coming right around the corner.
Yeah,
We have to do. I'll say it on the show. We have to do the doubleheader, the home opener and the Bucks.
I don't know if they're going to do it.
They are.
They are.
They moved the
it's
Rays
confirmed.
game to the evening.
Let's
we have to
go.
do it. Hopefully, we're getting the Bucks game for free.
Yeah,
And
we'll see.
then, yeah, we got to do it. We have to do it. Man. And the Bucks might be wearing their away creamsicles.
Okay, well, if you need me to get on my soapbox on this one, I went to bed thinking about this last night. These are the deep things I think about. If we're wearing the white jerseys, white numbers, doesn't the world realize we didn't win a game in those? Yeah. We didn't win one game. Why are we putting those back on?
They're bad.
It's like,
cursed.
do we want to go? We want to go 0-9 in those now.
I think you should wear the creamsicle pants.
No, it's not even that. So, original year, and I think this is what they're going. They're going with orange numbers. After the 76 season, they started doing red numbers. I want them to go red numbers. Red numbers are beautiful against the orange piping and all that stuff, and then the helmets. Mm-hmm. But they're going orange numbers. I think I already saw the video.
So we're cursed. Hopefully, we'll get a win.
Hey, there's
we have
that.
2 chances.
I like the positivity there. We're officially going to be 1-8 in the white numbers, and they're in the orange numbers.
Yeah,
1-8.
It's the Jets.
1-8,
baby.
Can't
beat the Jets. Come on, what are we doing?
That is the perfect storyline for those jerseys, though. They lose to the Jets.
Yeah, lose the home opener. Hopefully not, though. We'll be there. We'll be supporting. We'll be covering it. I think unless you got anything else.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, go Rays. Root for them the last couple games. Hopefully you can get on a nice little winning streak here before the All-Star game. 3 more games to go. I think probably, top 9, the game's over. Top 9, Rays lose tonight on Wednesday, but there's 3 more. Well, they haven't lost yet. There's 1 out, top 9 down.
Yeah,
1.
they lost.
Probably a loss. I bet you Chapman's in or something like that. 3 more games to go, though. Can we at least split the series? Can we get a couple wins? And then root for Junior Caminero in the home run derby. Root for Aranda, hopefully Brandon Lau, and Caminero's take part in the All-Star game. So we'll see you guys hopefully next week. But thanks for listening. Have a great night.